I got word from Jess's mom that the chat was talking about me watching Coach. So
listen, so folks, sorry that we're late. We were just talking about Coach. That's right. The one that Brandon Perna waited years and years and now has gotten through the first season. And Brandon?
I like it. It's a hit. It's a hit with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
It is. It's much better than I anticipated. I think it's Tom's best work. And he says I've only watched a bad season. So I get it. I'm impressed. And
screw the Vikings. Safety.
Ooh, sorry, Minnesota.
I'm not sorry.
You're not. I am.
I'm not. Baby, we here.
We stay.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and this is GPS. Yeah. Woo! We here, baby. We are freaking fracking here. Whoa, donos are flying in. What the heck is going on over here? Whoa. Hey, oh, yeah. Well, listen, we got a lot to talk about. Last night, we had a pretty damn good Thursday night football game. Something I thought after the first 4 drives were just going to be a shootout because both defenses were like, nah. And then it turned into like a defensive game and no offense could get going. And of course, ended on some controversy because a face mask in the end zone was not called, even though the ref is standing right there. And they said in the pool report afterwards, they're like, oh, we just couldn't see him. He's right there. How can you not see him? So, yeah, we're going to talk about that. But more importantly, the Honolulu flu is real. Every team that plays the Lions loses the week after. It is very, very real. And if the Packers wind up winning on Sunday, they will be ahead of the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North, and all is well. Safety.
Skolala.
Yeah,
that missed call. It's how you say unforgivable? Is this an unforgivable missed call?
Well,
because the refs don't see it. But because we can fix it. We have ways to fix it. And we the NFL chooses not to fix it.
Dude, it's it reminded me, I said this on stream too. It was like the Packers Cardinals game. Like that was a playoff game. It was like the highest scoring playoff game ever between Kurt Warner and Aaron Rodgers. And it went into overtime and it was a fumble. And the Cardinals wound up winning that game. But there's a huge face mask on Aaron Rodgers that wasn't called. And I was like, oh, I've seen this one before. I don't like it. It's not a fun one. It's not fun at all. Wolf with a hundo.
Whoa.
Happy freaking fracking birthday, Wolf.
Dude, I want to go to your birthday party, man. If you're just giving away $100.
That's a
happy birthday. Here's $100 for you.
It's an awesome profile picture. It's your birthday. Well, hold on. We got to scooter away.
Party. That's what I want to know.
Hold on, we got a scooter
Hundo the Clown? Hey, I'm Hundo the Clown.
Oh.
Johnny John John!
Actually, I want to go to Christmas at your house too, Wolfpack.
Oh.
I bet the Hundos are like 2 hundos.
What would Lord Taco's birthday be like? Would it just be tacos and hundos?
You would finish your taco, and at your very last bite, it would just be a wrapped up $100 bill.
I like that.
Every taco.
Or is the burrito made out? Oh, but then that's a burrito. It's not necessarily a taco. It could be a soft shell taco with hundos. I feel like that's gross. I wouldn't eat that. Money's got a lot.
Give me the hard shell, baby. Give me corn.
Hard shells is where it goes.
Corn.
Perna, so last night, the Rams, they got Cooper Kupp back. They got Puka Nacua back. And I thought, mistakenly so, that Puka was going to kind of be limited because everything that you read online was very like, oh, he's kind of like, all right, they just starting him now. They're just bringing him back. Cooper Kupp, I was like, all right, maybe he's going to. Nope. They went to Puka Nacua like 150 times last night. They were constantly targeting that man. And look, when you get your top 2 wide receivers back, your offense is better.
Your whole team looks really good suddenly. Matthew Stafford doesn't look old. He just looks great.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, stupid ass me, TJ Hawkinson would be playing. And nope, he's not playing. Puka Nacua, yep, they activated him this week and he's going in immediately. Both surprising, but yeah, the Rams are just they're back to being the Rams. I don't know how great their defense is, but they're getting pressure from their rookies. Jared Verse is looking decent. And Sean McVay became the winningest coach in Rams history. So they're also in a division that is just weird. The NFC West is so weird. So the Rams I think they have a real shot to win that division. They already beat the Niners once. That helps them. So yeah, they're so much more fun. They are so irrelevant without that offense being good, without Kupp and Nacua out there. Like going into last night, I was like, I really have not cared about the Rams at all this season. And it's because like there's just nothing fun to really watch on them right now. No. And now they're back. And Kyron Williams, he's been pretty good, consistently this season, but like they're a lot more fun.
Offense just takes a huge step. And again, it makes sense. They're top 2 wide receivers. If like Cooper Kupp was out and Puka was still in there, like, okay, like they're still going to have like a resemblance of an offense, but both them out, you're just relying on Kyron Williams. And at that point,
the funniest part though, with those two back in the lineup, it was Demarcus Robinson catching multiple touchdowns last night.
The guy who I dropped like week 2 of fantasy and was like, whatever. And that of course came back to bite me, of course. Listen, the Honolulu Flu, it's undefeated right now. Ooh. You dump that curse wheel right in the Detroit River and you're coming out. You got something unstoppable. What if I peed in the Detroit River and then you dunk the curse wheel? So you got the P for the D, you got Detroit, and you got the curse wheel. It'd be unstoppable.
They might become a true evil team after that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Hey.
One off season, Tom and I go to Detroit.
I mean, I did that.
Yeah, but not together. We haven't.
Well, we could hold hands.
You didn't pee in the river.
I did not pee in the river. Yeah. No, I did not.
You're gonna get
like that's disrespectful.
Restraining order for pissing in public.
Yeah, that's usually your whole MO.
No, you're the P for the D guy. Don't forget
I'm the P for the D, but I pee within the toilet.
Tom Grossi can't go 500 yards within a school in Detroit after caught urinating in public.
Detroit?
Yeah, because don't they classify pissing in public as like a sex offense?
Well, it's if you're like near like a school or like a playground. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. So no, you don't do that.
You're gonna pee in the river.
I mean, I wouldn't pee in the river.
What's this guy? Are you littering?
I mean, it's not worth wheel. Then Dave Matthews Band in Chicago dumping a whole bunch of poop on people. So, it's not, a little pee is not going to hurt anybody.
They're going over a bridge, right? And their shit just started spraying out of their...
just unloading the bus full of poop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they didn't see anything. I don't know that. But it turned into a pretty good Thursday night game. And now the Vikings have dropped 2 in a row, but it's against the Lions. So you're like, okay. And they went toe-to-toe with them. And this game, I know a lot of the controversy is going to be about the no face mask call, but it was going to be really tough for the Vikings to win that game regardless, because they just did not really show up in the second half, 1. And then 2, their defense, which after Jordan Love put almost 400 yards on them, you're like, okay, then it gets taken advantage of on Sunday. Then it gets taken advantage of tonight. Maybe things are starting to cool with that Brian Flores defense just a little bit, because it doesn't seem to have the same pep that it did the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, they lost Christian Darrisaw at the end of the first half as well. Brutal. That messes things up. Their offense settled for field goals a couple times in the red zone. Like, they're moving the ball so well down the field, and then it was kind of frustrating to watch them just like stall out. So I think if you're the Vikings, the 2 things you're going to be looking at are your red zone offense. And yeah, you're right. Your defense. I think I saw a stat last night. Like, I think it was the least amount that Flores has blitzed was in that game. It was like 37 or 31%, down from like 55. He and Vance Joseph were like the 2 blitz kings through the first 5 weeks of the season. And I talked to Garrett from Football Analysis last night, who's a Vikings fan.
Yes.
Great YouTube channel. Make sure you go check him out. And he's like, my major concern is the pass rush. Like, we haven't been able to generate pressure without blitzing, and now we showed we can't just generate pressure organically. So I think you really hit it on the head there of what might concern the Vikings moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of this, and we can start talking about the officiating too. It's like you said, like this is a fixable problem, right? Like it's not going to take a ton. It's just the NFL has to find that happy medium in order to do so. And I think that like when you had like pass interference being reviewed a few years ago, and that did not work because officials were like, we're not going to change our minds. Like, even if there's like sometimes evidence, we're not going to do that. And like, again, that's the human. I feel like we talk about this every effing year. Like that is the human element in the NFL. But the problem is that when you have broadcasters who are saying the complete opposite and they are experts in the game, when you have like the viewing audience who can just see the blatant evidence and go, well, this should be overturned. And then the excuse for why it's not is I didn't see it. And you're standing in the back of the end zone. Well, you know what? Okay, listen, let's just take that for face value. You didn't see it. Cool. Sure. Whatever. Well, now you have all these cameras that are all on it and you can obviously see it.
Yeah. I think it's what I don't understand is they have replay assist, right?
Yeah.
And do you know how replay assist even like actually works?
My understanding is that like, for example, if it's something like blatant, like a spot of the ball or something like that, they're like, oh, okay. And they go back and fix it, or like the play clock and stuff like that. They can go back and that's when they'll stop the game for a second. They'll go, okay, let's move this.
You hear it every now and then, right? They're like, because of replay assist, we determined it's not like a review. It doesn't stop the game. It's just the ref gets info from somebody else. Some magical little voice in his ear.
In New York, they have a whole room because during the fan of the year thing, when I went to New York to the headquarters, like there's a whole room and there is a designated person assigned to every single game that it can have communications with the officials.
Yes.
So
I don't understand why that information, that process isn't available for a play like this. And I think maybe you don't have to have it for penalties throughout like a full game. But like the last 5 or 6 minutes of a football game, I think the two plays you should be able to correct in real time via replay assist is pass interference and or like roughing / face mask on the quarterback. A wrong roughing the passer call should be able to be corrected. Like a guy should be like, we looked at that. That shouldn't be called roughing. Or, oh, you missed that face mask in the end zone. That is a face mask. That is not a safety. That does not give the ball to the Rams, and that does not end the game. In fact, this is a first down for the Vikings. It doesn't have, like, I get that there might be an issue if it's all game. I mean, I really don't. But just say, for argument's sake, it is. Like, last 5-6 minutes of a game, maybe have that ability there.
So I wonder if you do it like the way that you don't have to make a drastic change, right? So under 2 minutes, like, no more coaches challenges, but you're going to have like the officials look at everything. Maybe it's one of those standpoints where it's like, all right, final 2 minutes of each half. It's like, if there is a play, let's take an extra couple minutes to try and get it right. You know, and it slows down the game. Nobody wants to. The game is already slowed down. There's constant stoppage, right? What was it? The second quarter in that game, like there was a ton of laundry that was being thrown on the field. Like there was a ton of accepted penalties. So I get it. But again, you have to find this happy medium. And I've said this before many, many times. You can't have your cake and eat it too with the NFL, where you're saying, hey, we are going to get you the most precise camera angles. We're going to slow it down, these next gen stats, all this stuff, right? And have so many eyes and voices talking about the play or a penalty that should or should not be called. And then the wrong outcome happens on the field. Yeah. You can't have it both ways, because again, think about it. If you are a casual fan who like just tune into football, you're trying to learn the game, and you have these broadcasters who are guiding you through and explaining like, you know, this is why this is a penalty, what have you. If they're saying that's a face mask and then it's not called, how do you explain that to a fan just getting into the game of saying, oh, well, if everybody is saying it, if the experts, the guides who are guiding me through this game are telling me that it's a face mask and I can see it, how come the refs aren't doing anything about it? And there's a huge gap there. And I think that's where you're ultimately finding a huge problem.
Yeah. This is a fair point, Nick, but I disagree. I feel like we haven't complained about the refs really this season at all. I think this is to mitigate very, very clear missed calls. This is a big one. This one really, look, I still don't think the Vikings are going to score a touchdown in this situation.
I don't think so either,
and also get the 2-point play. But
they have to have the opportunity, and for it to end on that.
It was, let me tell you how bad this call was. Because I was going live after the game. So I went upstairs to go pee. I was like, all right, I need to pee before we get going here. I didn't have the game on my phone at the time. Then Jess started texting me. So I missed it in real time. And I was like, okay, I need to bring the game back up. I was in the kitchen. I saw I don't know if it was right after the play happened. And I saw Darnold's face mask get grabbed. So I'm like, oh, there's a penalty here. Grabbed like my drink, ran downstairs, and I saw like a split second of it. I wasn't focused on it. I was like, oh, there's a penalty. I'm going to go down. Let me see what this penalty is. And then like I look and the score is 30 to 10 or 20. I'm like, what happened? I was like, how did they get a face mask penalty and then a safety after that? It's like, oh, they didn't call that.
Yeah.
And then I saw the replays of it. I was like, oh, that's even worse than I saw like in real time. So like catching just a glimpse of it, I was like, oh, face mask.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's how bad it was.
Yeah. Perna got a 50, by the way.
Oh, Captain Carrot Cake. Ooh, where does carrot cake rank on the ranks of desserts? Yeah, they stole that from Jaquibus, whatever you fancy. And this was the other thing. Anyway. I'm a real Sam Darnold fan right now. I was rooting for the Vikings to win last night because I wanted to see Sam Darnold win. I just do. I'm all in on the Sam Darnold resurrection story. Like Gekbus, he has risen. He has risen again, and I am all about him performing miracles for the Purple People Eaters moving forward.
Don't blink. If you're a blinker, cut your eyelids off.
Cut him off. Cut him off. Yeah, no, I hear you. And yes, Seth, I don't think the Vikings are going to march down the field. But again, that's not how the game should end. The game should end, with the Vikings either failing to do so or being successul.
Because it should be the right call is how it should end.
Yeah, it just takes away from the game. So speaking of Perna, Lord Taco coming in with 100.
Oh, Lord Taco. Do you know how many tacos I could ingest with $100? One day I'm going and I'm getting $100 worth of tacos.
I've heard that.
It is happening probably in the off season, but we're going to do it.
I got you, Perna.
Well, you got it. I got it.
Johnny.
Oh, dang it. You beat me.
Well, now it's not.
Johnny John
John! This is also something I wanted to say because a lot of people are like, oh, the game is fixed. This is just because the money was on the Vikings. And I agree that these bad calls have been around. Bad missed calls have happened for a long time. And I personally do not believe that the NFL is fixed for betting purposes.
No.
I don't believe that. I think it's a fun, easy thing to say. It's almost like just like a meme to me to be like, yep, this is in. But there are people who really believe
I know.
Officiating changed as soon as sports betting got legalized.
Receive Amari Cooper. You're talking about trade? Amari Cooper ain't getting traded again. Is that what you're asking?
I think in fantasy, I would be guessing.
Oh, James Conner to receive Amari Cooper. Honestly, I would probably keep James Conner. Yeah. I mean, he's just...
I don't know. It's hard to keep anybody on the
James
Cardinals.
Again, he's just going to be a solid running back. He's got a good option as long as he stays healthy. Cooper, I think, will be good, but again, you have to see what he's going to look like on the Bills. Yeah, I think Conner, I don't know if you give that up. Ultimate betting! For the kidding. Yeah, Rams are the better team, but again, right? Yes, the Colts, yes, because now, again, after the game ended, people were like, well, who's this officiating crew from? Yep, so the Colts in 22, absolutely. And again, it's unfortunate because it just ruins the game. And it's like,
a good game.
This is everything that people are going to talk about now. It's not about the game anymore. It's not about how the Rams did well. It's not about how the Vikings, all right, lost 2 straight. It's now about the refs, which again, That's not the purpose of why we watch the sport. I know refs might say otherwise, but we don't watch football for the refs. I know. We watch scripted maybe for the refs, but maybe that one. Maybe that one we do.
Oh, wow. Is that a pancreas?
No, that's a 2-game losing streak. Appreciate you, Ultimate. But yeah, otherwise a solid game on Thursday Night Football, though. And it was great. It was good to see Stafford back. And it seems like all of a sudden, I think all these trade rumors are going to be dead because I don't think Stafford's going anywhere. I don't think that Kupp's going anywhere at this point because if they're able to knock off the Vikings, and like you said, talking about the division, the Seahawks are getting healthier, right? And like that could potentially put them up top. The NFC West has been decimated. The 49ers, they got a matchup with the Cowboys on Sunday. God, who knows what the hell is going to happen in that matchup. So like that is a winnable division. So if the Rams could catch up, it'll be interesting. Appreciate you, Ultimate. Thank you. Destined for collapse? I mean, it could be the Vikings with their defense. It could be. It's kind of gotten figured out a little bit.
No, I don't think they're destined for like a collapse. They've just played 2 tough games and they had a short week.
Yeah.
So, I don't think the Vikings are going to collapse. I think they're in a tough division too. I don't know. Like a game like this could force them to miss the playoffs.
Sure.
Once we get down at the end of it, but the Vikings got a cakewalk for their next 3 games too.
They do.
So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Collapse. The Cowboys are kind of collapsing. They're mid-collapse.
The Bears are the only one I think there's the potential just because they have a rookie quarterback. Like that's, again, we had to see how they play against different competition, but
I don't think the Broncos will collapse because our defense is very good.
It's true, but can you?
It's been a while since I've been able to be like, you know what? They might not win every game moving forward, but they're not going to shart the bed. So,
about like the fan of the year thing. It's true. Which, by the way, there's already fan of the year starting to get announced already. I saw the Lions. They announced Megan that she's fan of the year, so that's super dope.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, because I got the call. I want to say it was like it gets posted in like November or something like that. So I saved voicemail. So
nice.
We're there. See, again, the 49ers just got to get healthy. So that's a big one.
Yeah, like we saw with the Rams, those skill players are important for offenses that have good quarterbacks and their coaches are offensive gurus. So go figure.
So loud. It was too loud. Partner, we got power rankings. Oh yeah, did you curse the Bills?
That wasn't Byron Murphy. That was Byron Young. Sorry, Byron Young. It's confusing because there's Byron Murphy on the Vikings, right? Plays corner. And then you've got rookie Byron Murphy for the Seahawks.
Yep.
So the only reason I'm able to correct you, Jerry, is I've been like, oh yeah, there's too many Byrons.
Viewers in the chat are joking around about the late start and speculating about who is taking a poop. A few viewers notice a possible missed call in the NFL game and Tom Perna's frequent bathroom breaks.
Yes,
we've made it. We've made it, buddy.
Oh my God! Did somebody tweet that? Please at me that. At me that.
That's right, Damien. That's right. That's right.
So. AI, I'm all right with you. AI.
Yeah, I mean, again, the officiating, the thing I think has been there's been a lot of penalties, and sometimes it's called for. Like sometimes just, like there's a legal formation, right? Like sometimes you're just having like the right tackle jump or the left tackle jump, and it's just going to happen. But yeah, there were definitely some ticky tacky penalties that were called last night. I do not disagree. I do not say exactly. It's fine. We're fine. Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
Are you saying bodies? There's bodies in there?
A little P. It's fine.
Let the bodies hit.
And it helps with the defense. So that's right. That's right. I'm telling you right now, there needs to be a MVP race between the refs and all the other players. I think we should individual referees and we just put them up there. I didn't get it.
Yeah, there needs to be a weekly ref ranking for sure.
Yeah. Passing yards.
Yeah. Their home address should be given out to the public.
We're not doxing people.
I'm kidding. Good.
All right.
What else are we talking about today? We spend a lot of time on these poo-poo refs.
Yeah. Power rankings.
Oh, that's right.
Zedekiss, that's a good point. It's a good point.
I'm getting complaints that my power rankings aren't annoying enough for you, Tom. You're like, I enjoyed your power rankings more when you used to piss off Grossi every week. I was like, fair. That's a fair complaint.
So you're going to start dialing up the insanity?
Yeah, this season hasn't been as like chaotic. You know, like they got weird last year because the Broncos went on that, and the Broncos were horrible. And then they went on that run where they were just winning game after game after game. I got to shake things up. There's no shakeups. I need some shakeups in the power rankings. The chaos is controlled.
Yep.
So
that's right, Rachel.
Got it.
That's right.
You Chiefs don't need any more help.
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do a 30 for 30 one day and we find like 6 refs in the league all have like Kansas City Chiefs tattoos over their fucking hearts. And that Chiefs tattoo is just covering up their old Patriots tattoo.
Yeah, it's right over it. It's not even well done.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the Broncos should win.
This is a good week to play the Broncos in the Survivor League.
They should win. If they don't, then
I think Broncos fans worried about this game being a trap game, if you will. I think they're just like they're tortured. They've been hurt too many times. The Broncos defense is too good. Pat Surtain is coming back. The Panthers defense is quite literally the worst in the league in many categories, as is their offense. Bo Nix does not even need to play well in this game for the Broncos to win. Yes, Survivor League, take the Broncos this week.
We'll see, Jonathan. We'll see. All right, Perna, so if the Survivor pool ends, then it's all your fault. Okay. Hey, wait a minute.
I may have forgotten about the Bengals this week, but also was not super impressed with the way they beat the Browns.
No, I don't think they're in the top 10. I think it's okay. I'm just going to pause this for a second. All right, so wait a minute. I feel like the Packers dropped from 3 to 6 in your power rankings.
Yeah. They weren't at 3. They were up, I think maybe 4. Where were they last week? Okay, they were 3. Yeah.
They won the game against the Texans.
Yeah, but it wasn't like they really beat the Texans bad. You guys still got some turnover issues.
Wait a minute. You put the Bills at number
Dell dropped
5?
a touchdown. Dude, the Bills are better than the Packers.
5 for beating the Titans?
The Bills are better than the Packers.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
The Bills are better than the Packers. I am sorry. But it's true.
The Bills, they get to be at number 10 because they beat the Titans. They're just coming up. Seahawks, they made it back on. Okay. This isn't too crazy. Yep, we had the Vikings the same. All right. This isn't too out. Wait a minute. Where? Oh, Ravens are at 1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Put the Ravens at 1.
Dude, the Chiefs are the least impressive 6-0 team I've ever watched.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is very good. I get it, but
slow the game down. It's true.
Shut up. Go to 3, Kansas City. Like it.
They're the only undefeated team, so you're just like, no.
No, I think like when you're looking at the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Lions, they're all very good. They're all great teams. We know it. But at least with the Ravens and the Lions, we've seen their offense perform. We've seen them score points. We've seen their quarterback throw touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes hasn't thrown a touchdown all of October, which is a crazy thing to say. And I get it. Like, as a Chiefs fan, you're fine with that because you're winning games. This version of the Chiefs, it is similar to the 2015 Broncos, where like their defense is winning games. Something doesn't feel right with their offense. We know Patrick Mahomes isn't hurt. He's not 40 years old and his arms falling off like Peyton Manning was that year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's similar. And they also have a favorable schedule moving forward. So like I put him at 3, and I was like, because I've had him at 1. I've had him at 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Lions and the Ravens are just a little more complete football teams right now.
I think that's
in all sincerity. So
yeah, the Ravens secondary I worry about a little bit, but other than that, I think they're all right. Scott, I don't I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't think anybody is, overhyping the Vikings to be like, oh, now it's a controversy because of the Vikings. I don't think so. I think it's the same level.
I don't think you get much outrage. I think if it happened to Stafford and the Rams, nobody's even talking about it today.
You don't think so?
No.
Why?
Nobody cares about the Rams.
You think people are going to go to bat for Sam Darnold and the Vikings right now, and they're not going to go to bat for Stafford and the Rams?
Vikings got a better fan base than the Rams, is what I'm saying. It wouldn't matter which quarterback it was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so we're still talking about crappy refs.
It was a bad penalty. We'd be talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm being facetious.
Hey, almost freaking fracking birthday. Lions cast? No, I don't want to do Lions cast. Why we got to do Lions cast? We already did the stupid Skull cast. We already did the stupid Vikings.
Yeah, I wish we had a Vikings fan on Clickbait because
I would
want to have them make their profile picture the shot of the ref just looking at Sam Darnold like this.
Just standing there menacingly.
Poser.
USA.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
USA.
Airplane. Double O. Happy almost freaking fracking birthday. Luna Love good. It's good punishment. It's good punishment.
Dropping his new podcast, Fits and Wit.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, it drops 10/28, the day before my birthday.
That's right.
Damn.
How you feeling about it, buddy?
If they would have dropped it on my birthday, I'd feel a lot better.
Next week, the big 4-0.
Yeah. Oof.
Is there existential dread? What are you going to do your last weekend as a man in your 30s? Cry?
I do that every week.
Yeah, exactly. I know it's a weekly. I just want to make sure you're keeping up the tradition, So appreciate you, Double O. Appreciate you.
I'm going to go.
It's true, Kalen.
Straight to the doctor.
There you
Get
go.
that prostate exam and colonoscopy. That's what you do when you're 40.
Same time?
They'll be like, you said you had a cold. I'm like, look inside of my butt, doctor. I'm 40 now. What do you see?
They put on like the headlamp and they're just like, well, bats are flying out.
What if that's like they learn like I have a magic power and that's how you can see into the future, but you have to look into my butt.
What?
What do I see in there? Oh my God, I see the future.
How did we go from I'm turning 40 to my anus is magical and can also tell the future?
Hey, I saw that woman break records on OnlyFans. 67 million made in like 3 years. Maybe I can be that. But it's just magic. Magic.
If Tua plays Waddle and Dobbs.
I want to make 67 million because of my butt.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, listen, they're healthy. Rams can be a good team.
Yeah.
They can be a fun
This
team.
last 40 seconds is when we separate the real GPS fans from people who are like, oh, I kind of like these guys' videos. Oh, they do a live show. Let me check it out. Oh, not for me. Unsubscribe.
We actually went up in views. We popped over 5,000 for a second. So
more butt talk is what they said.
More of the butts. All right. So you think that you have a butthole that can tell the future?
I don't think so. But if the doctor, if that's what they discovered,
there you go, Lucian.
No polyps, but I can tell you what's going to happen next Tuesday.
What if the polyps, right?
Are the magic?
Are the magic?
Because I feel like you got to go in and remove those. That
you do. No, you do.
That's not how I want this magic power to work.
Listen, it's gotta be. There's gotta be a cost, right? It can't just be to the person. Because Brandon, you would love this. You would set up a little booth, right, with a little curtain, and I'd be like, "Get your future told," and it would just be you bending over, and they'd remove the curtain, and you're looking straight down the barrel. That's what it would be, and you would get a kick out of it every time.
The people who wouldn't do it because they had that was their only option. That's where it would be at.
Partner got a hundo.
I'm coming to your birthday, Wolfpack. I am so coming to your birthday.
What's the AI say? They're like, right now, Brandon Perna and Tom Grossi are talking about magical buttholes.
Yeah,
that's
give us that AI recap.
I can't. There's no rails. I'll give you Scooter Railway. I got you.
Johnny John John.
Viewers are discussing various topics with some off-topic comments about how the host's health and off-rails conversations. All right.
The host's health. Okay.
We're talking about health. It's true. Once you hit 40, I got to do it. Colon cancer runs in my family. I got to go get a camera in there. Not going to be fun. Not going to enjoy it.
Weird. You're watching right now. So I say, Mr. Weskers, you're a fucking liar. Big fat liar.
I think when it cut that you say that now, but if you need to get your fortune told, who are you going? Who are you going to?
Going.
That could be a new segment, Brandon. I think if you could get around YouTube's terms of services, right?
Sure.
If the curse wheel, let's just say, falls off, and just like not really impacting, be like, all right, who's gonna win? And then you could have you could do the curtain thing, right? And it's just your butthole. And I think at that point, then you could say, all right, who's gonna win and lose? You have to have an interpreter.
Sure.
Like someone could look like tea leaves or can read like palms. Someone stare down that barrel. Could interpret.
My Oracle translator.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's fair. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. Well, I mean, but they went in, oh my God. Now I'm blanking on his name. Oh my God. The guy who fell to them, they picked up in the draft oh man, why can I not remember his name right now? Dallas Turner. That's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, Dallas Turner. So I feel like they didn't completely ignore it, but I mean, Dallas Turner's not really playing. So that's the bigger issue right now. He's not making the impact that they wanted him to.
Yeah,
the interior pass rush is not going well.
He's a rook. He'll get there.
You want to talk about some previewing some games, my friend?
Yeah.
Do
we miss anything from power rankings?
I don't think so. I mean, this looks pretty. I was gonna put the Eagles like around 11. They got an honorable mention from me.
Yeah.
You just dropped the Packers after they beat the Texans. That doesn't make sense, but.
Well, that's because I didn't have a couple teams up above them. They actually only dropped one spot.
Yeah.
Now the Vikings are probably going to drop pretty significantly. But...
Yeah, they're going to drop. Oh, well, James, that's the beauty of the NFL, right? It's such a week-to-week league because there's only, your team usually only plays once a week, at most twice a week. And then it's like, well, I'm not going to see my team for another week. And now I got to fill the space and everybody's talking about their team for a week. So yeah, you lose one game and it's like game over. So I get it. But it was, I was talking to, talking to Matt Orsak about this, about like November. Again, Rams didn't even win a game and they won the Super Bowl. So it's not as week to week as you would believe. So flag. That's a great profile picture. That's a great picture. Look at Brandon. We're in that picture.
Hey, look at that. That's a cool group of people.
That's it.
Nice. Generic bald man. That's not. I thought that was 5. Nailed it.
All right. Pull it up. Oh, did you pick the Vikings to win last night too?
Oh, here's the tragedy, Tom.
Oh, you didn't pick anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my GD pick.
Fair. That's fair. Should be MVP. Should be. Yeah. The people want it. People see it.
Look at that. I would have taken the Vikings, so I wouldn't have hit on this pick.
Okay.
Shout out for my honesty. Everybody respect me being honest and saying I would have picked the Vikings. I could have easily said, you know what? I think I would have actually leaned towards the Rams, and this really hurts me. But no,
I would just say shout out to my honesty.
Yep, shout out to me
shout out for not lying.
Like that guy I just called out for lying.
It's true.
Sack of lying shit.
Well, Jameis Winston going to be starting for the Cleveland Browns this Sunday, going against the Ravens, who are on a hot streak right now. They're playing pretty damn good football. I think Jameis will definitely make that offense better. Nick Chubb coming back for another week should be good, but yeah, I got the Ravens in this one.
Yeah, and Jameis is not going to make it that much better.
I mean, watch him ball out and get like 4 touchdowns. So
that would be crazy. I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I got them. Oh, here's another 99-1. The Lions versus the Titans.
Titans are down bad.
Oh, man.
Titans are down bad.
Not good. There you go. Instead of being unwatchable, Perna. I appreciate it, Fat Sertan. Appreciate it. And it's a PHAT, so that's how you know it's a
This is my favorite. I say it every time. It's my favorite profile pic.
It's 10 out of 10.
can't imagine a world where Pat Surtain gets out of shape either. So get to see it. I get to see it.
Yeah, no, Lions, Titans are just, they're bad. They're a bad football team. I'm just sorry.
Yeah,
you know what?
Tennessee, man. Well, who's even is it Rudolph still? Are they still going with Rudolph this week?
Let's see. Let's take a gander.
Yeah, but it's not chaos. They're just all playing good football. You know what I mean? And the NFC...
he was still limited at practice, Levis.
Oh no, the NFC East. That's just a bunch of teams not in the power rankings.
It's true. Yeah, Levis is still he was limited in practice.
It would be chaos if the Commanders started out bad and then Jaden Daniels out of nowhere just started ripping it. But I don't know.
Nice to go. It should be a fun game. The Bills Seahawks should be one of the best games this week. So I'm looking forward to it. Hey, yes, I picked the Lions. This one, I was originally going with the Cardinals. Then I picked the Dolphins.
Tua's back, right?
We're going to get confirmation after today, but like it seems to be he was practicing because he was still in concussion protocol. He had to practice before he could get out of it. So, I mean, Tyreek Hill seems like he's going to be playing, Tua. So I'm actually rocking with the Dolphins here. The Cardinals, they came off a big win on Monday Night Football against the Chargers. Yeah. But the Dolphins, like if they're able to just put up a ton of points against a not great secondary, like maybe we see the return of the Dolphins a little bit.
And I'm riding on the stupid stat that Kyler Murray hasn't won back-to-back games in like 2 or 3 years. So,
that's not a good stat.
No, let me see if I can find it real quick.
That's not a great stat.
No,
it's not too good.
The
Panthers, oh my God. I think Perna would take that. It'd be a rough week, but if the Panthers beat the Broncos, but they also beat the Chiefs, I feel like you would exchange that.
Oh, I'll take a loss to the Panthers if the Panthers beat the Chiefs.
That'd be pretty great.
Nobody's gonna bat an eye if the Panthers beat Denver, but if they beat Kansas City, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go, Tom.
Kevin. That's true, Kevin. Perna, I see what you're doing. Oh
no, the curse landed on freaking.
Oh, let me put him at 6 and put the Bills ahead of them. All right,
landed on the Bills. Let's see here. Here we go.
Nice try.
Here we go. Let's see. Where is my? Nope. Okay, here we go.
That's true. I mean, Perna has said that Drake May is better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes since 2021. Oh.
That's crazy, though, right?
Yeah, that's not ideal. I mean, again, wins are not QB stats, but damn, that's rough. Okay, that's not ideal.
So I'm sticking with it. I don't think it's going to happen for the Cardinals. When the Cardinals do win back-to-back games, then I'll take them serious. Seriously.
We all know we're ready for it, Virtuoso. Like he'll put together that one crazy drive at the end and win it. I'll just be sad.
All right, here we go.
Vikings fan. It's true. So I picked the Dolphins. Do you agree?
Yeah, I'm going to take them.
All right.
I'm not picking against that stat. No. Yes, he is a Vikings fan.
It's true. It's
Football
true.
Analyze.
I have no idea. Chicago, Washington, I thought was being broadcasted a good chunk of the country too. Yeah. I'm picking the Jets, but good God, the Patriots could do the funniest thing because I feel like I have maybe just seen a little bit more of it. I don't want to generalize, but it seems more and more Jets fans are like, oh no, Aaron Rodgers is not our friend. It just seems like things are not going very well, even on the fan base standpoint. I mean, you're Jets fans, you're used to disappointment, but here, like they have to win this game. And I'm not going to lie. I am morbidly curious to see if they lose, what would happen. You have Robert Salos hanging out with the Packers, already wearing Packers logo merch. Like, come on now. But this could get bad real quick. I do think the Jets are going to win. They were able to knock down the Patriots earlier. So yeah, I think Jets get this, but it'd be funny though.
Didn't they say like Aaron Rodgers dealing with like a hamstring too now on top of like a ankle and a knee?
Yep.
Oh. Then the Pats they've been getting roasted by Bill Belichick after Gerard Mayo said they were playing soft.
Yeah.
And then Bill was like, that's not a soft defense. That defense was number 1 against the run or top 5 against the run. And then he just started listing like every player. He's like, that guy's good. That guy's good. That guy's good. So he was just basically like, I was coaching that defense very well. Gerard Mayo is not.
Well, I mean,
how dare you speak ill of the team I put together?
Yeah, it's also obviously not a fun separation, I think, for Bill, because like you also have like that Apple series that came out, and it was like Bill Belichick did nothing, right? And it was like all just Bill.
I love it. I love the petty Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, appreciate you, Bobby.
But yeah, I think the Jets win just because I think the Pats are that bad. But
Patriots are bad.
Hey, if Drake May, he's flashed a little bit. He's shown some plays, some throws.
I'd say so.
Just got to do it for a full game, Drake. If you do it for a full game, it's a tough defense to do it against. Maybe there's an upset there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, this is tricky.
Yeah, I picked the Falcons to win. Yeah, I did. Because, again, the Falcons were able to win last time. It's being played in Tampa. But, dude, without Godwin, without Mike Evans, I know their run game has gotten better. And I don't even really believe in the Falcons a ton right now. You know, they just lost. But I think the Falcons should win this game. And that's really going to help them within the division, too. And the Buccaneers, man, that it sucks because they went from, hey, this team should probably win their division to, I don't know if they are, because
I went from that to pray for this team.
Yeah, it's not good.
Real fast. I mean, we just watched the inverse, right? Where the Rams look good again because Nacua and Kupp came back, and now Baker's got to try and deal with, no Evans, no Godwin.
Yeah.
What was that? Shortening the Broncos what? Sorry, I can't read as fast as Tom.
The curse on the, but no, the Packers do not need to get cursed. Nay. Maybe the Stroud should, I don't know, win a game. Maybe they should win.
Packers cursed. Boom.
No.
Boom.
No.
Boom. Curse.
No, Ellie. 30s were better than my 20s. True story.
Would you say that? Dream last night that I spun both curse wheels. I did a double curse last night in my dream. I'm just realizing that wasn't real. Fuck. Cool. All right. Now I'm dreaming about the curse wheel. Maybe it is real.
I'm sure that's fine.
Maybe. What if inside my magic butthole is a little curse wheel?
Reverb. There's a mini curse wheel in your butt?
Yeah.
How'd it get there?
Let's not explore that. Let's just leave it right there.
No, how'd it get there? I want to know how it... Where's the origin? Did you swallow it, or is it a suppository?
It just happened.
How does it spin? When you have like a movement?
Packers,
like
Jaguars.
A sandworm going past it? Yeah, I got the Packers winning this game. Jaguars obviously coming off a win against the Patriots in London, which helps. But the Packers are... Why? You know what? Fine. Pick the Jaguars. That's fine.
I just cursed them, guys. Let's see if it's real.
It's fine.
Hey, I think, okay.
Be amazing, Taco.
We'll win this game. I'm going to take the Jags, though, because maybe the Yaggies got their S together. Maybe they got their
offense, maybe. Their defense, I don't believe in right now.
No.
I don't believe in
I don't either.
Yeah.
The Packers are a better team. They should win this game.
Yep.
But the Vikings just lost. The pressure's off. Maybe we see every team in the NFC North lose this week. Clip it.
Interesting.
All right, here we go.
Who are the Chargers? Chargers playing the Saints? I might go Dobbins or Moore. I wouldn't start Terry. Yeah, if Jaden Daniels not playing, then I would start Terry.
That's tricky.
Here I got the Texans too, but who knows? Colts been winning some ugly games. Who knows?
Yeah, are the Colts good or bad or just gritty? They just need more from Richardson. Richardson's got to throw a little better. Got to complete more than 50% of his passes once.
I mean, Texans should be getting better, right? They got some starters coming back. So on defense. I mean, again, the Colts are just a weird team right now.
Yeah. Dude, they just...
Oh, I know, Trevin. Oh, I know. Okay, sorry.
Texans need Nico Collins back. He's really important.
Yeah, I would
say really good.
Their offensive line needs to also learn how to pass block. That was also important too. But Joe Mixon, he's God. I was so wrong about Joe Mixon. Good God. That was that's my biggest swing. I just he didn't do anything, like it was not good with Cincinnati, but last year I'm saying, like last season. So I was wrong.
Broncos would be in the playoffs right now, guys.
There you go.
Read it.
Look right into the butthole.
This is a tough game to pick right here, Tom.
I agree.
I don't know. I feel like the Eagles have benefited from playing against two not great teams.
Lag.
The Bengals defense I don't trust.
Very humble.
Fuck it. I'm going to go Cincy. They're at home. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I picked the Eagles to win this game just because I believe in their defense more than I believe in the Bengals defense. So if the Bengals offense is unable to do anything and like Saquon gets running again, I think the Eagles could win this, but this could be a sloppy game. This could not be a very good.
It's going to look exactly like Bengals Browns, except the Eagles will be able to actually like score points. I don't feel good about that pick, and that's just because I'm not sure the identity of either of those teams at this point.
A member of Clickbait has to be removed from the island for a new one to join. So that's the rules.
Yes,
I gotta get voted out. That's true. And then they're just gone forever. That's fair, right? That's fair. I got the Chargers. Chargers losing a very winnable game on Monday night against the Cardinals. But the Saints are down bad right now. It's not fun. I'm sorry, Saints fans.
The Chargers have a Greg Roman problem is starting to pop up around the internets.
Ooh, I did not expect that to be that lopsided. The Bills Seahawks. I mean, the Seahawks come off a win, right? They got some guys back from injury on the D-line. 84-16 is a lot. I think this is going to be a tough game for the Bills.
I'm only taking the Seahawks because the Bills got the cursed wheel. So hopefully me picking the Seahawks negates the curse wheel and the Bills win this game. The Bills are overall a better football team. They have a better pass rush than the Atlanta Falcons. I think it's going to be tougher for the Seahawks to win this game the way they were able to kind of just control their game against Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see what the Bills do with Amari Cooper now that he's had, more than 3 or 4 days with the team. But I'm not picking against the wheel. Trav. What do I got for Trav? Let's see, Trav.
I love sex.
Double dose.
There you go. Yeah, I picked the Bills to win. But the Seahawks are a weird team. Like if they can establish the run, like Kenneth Walker can get going again, and Geno's been playing well. Like they have I think the Seahawks have a pretty good shot. That's what I'm saying. I didn't think it would be this far apart. I would think more would be like 55-45, honestly. But
the Seahawks are just a lot better with Byron Murphy on their defensive line.
Yeah,
Boye Mafe had a huge play in that game against Atlanta. So we'll see. This is a fun game.
There you go. Per Schefter to us playing. Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yep, there you go. Just saw that. So per Mike McDaniel, now has cleared the concussion protocol and we'll start. That was 12 minutes ago.
Well, we already picked the Dolphins, so
Ooh, FHL, that would have been bad.
Ooh, good thing you went with the Broncos.
That's a problem too, right? It's also like we didn't get the Puka news until yesterday. I mean, I probably would still pick the Vikings, but
dude, just take whoever's playing the Panthers every week as your survivor team.
Yeah, right.
Their only win is against the Raiders, and the Raiders are not good. We know that now.
I either use cable or I get a link from Wisconsin.
I'm gonna go with the Bears just because I don't think Jaden's gonna play.
Correct. That's literally
if he is playing. He's playing through a tough injury.
Always, Jack. Always.
I don't think the Commanders are going to get the same success with Mariota against the Bears defense. So, yeah, I guess this is an upset. Bears over the Commanders.
Yeah, because again, I Mariota looked good last week. But yeah, I got the Bears defense is much, much better. So I think that they should be able to win this game. But if Jaden Daniels, dude, we're just getting robbed if Daniels doesn't play.
Yeah, it sucks because this game was going to be so much fun. Probably the game of the week if he's playing.
Probably. Yeah. So, hey, David, there you go.
The young guns out there.
That's it. And again, the one time it should have been on prime time. It was on Thursday Night Football like 2 years in a row, but now there's like
now they got these exciting rookies. Let's not let everybody watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Did you really pick the Panthers?
No. So there was an editing error. So with the Packers and the Broncos game, so the check mark just showed up in the wrong place. So I had to go in and I had to edit it again. I had to edit around it. So I wound up fixing it. But yeah, no, I picked the Broncos.
Okay.
So I literally am like, I picked the Broncos and I picked the Packers. The check mark just wound up in the wrong place, but I fixed it.
If the Broncos lose this game, I will be in shambles come Monday.
Yeah. It's true. There's a whole world in there, apparently.
This is a bad game for Bryce Young to return. He's playing because Andy Dalton sprained his thumb in that car accident that he and his family were involved in. They're all okay. Nothing serious there. So that's good. But if you're the Panthers and you really believe, Bryce Young has something salvageable and you benched him for his own benefit, right now, this is not the defense you bring him back to get his confidence and to get into rhythm, like all of that stuff. And I'm so happy to be saying that as a Broncos fan. But if you have any respect for Bryce Young, this is not going to be good. Maybe he should, but if he comes back and he plays well against the Broncos defense, 2 touchdowns, say 220 passing yards, even if he loses, but you're like, you know what? He did work against them. Great. You'll have something great to build on.
They're going to start him sooner rather than later, just because there's going to be a point within the next 2 weeks or so where they're definitely going to be eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be like, all right, well, we throw Bryce Young out there and see what we got, because then you're going to potentially move off him and get a quarterback. So
yeah.
Also, Reynolds, dude, holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, got freaking shot last week. Thankfully, he got hit in the head. Like,
got
dude.
Shot in the arm and the head, and he was back at practice.
Good God, man. That's freaking
Josh Reynolds.
If the Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I'm just going to do the Packers on Sunday night and then Monday night, of course. But if Jaden Daniels plays, then I'll do 3. I got the Broncos here. The Chiefs.
That's an easy one.
I got the Chiefs. This game is, oh God, on Sunday night. Both these teams need a win. I did pick the 49ers to get the win. I just don't believe in the Cowboys, man.
The worst version of the 49ers is still better than the bad version of the Cowboys.
And Parsons is
he back yet?
He missed practice yesterday. So unlikely to play versus the 49ers the last little bit. So, I mean, the 49ers are beat up. The Cowboys are just suck. They're a little beaten up. And now, I think the 49ers should be able to get the win. And it's being played in Santa Clara. The Cowboys usually don't match up well against the 49ers. I got them. This has potential to be a really ugly game. Great.
It's going to be so...
But hold on, what's worse, Sunday night or Monday night? Giants, Steelers.
Oh, God. Dude, Russ is going to be 2-0 as a Pittsburgh Stella.
Are you at the point where you are just genuinely happy for him?
Yeah. Dude, it was never ill will.
No, I know.
It's not like Russ. Dude, I think, all right, Russ and Aaron Rodgers, both weird fellas. They're odd fellas. What did Mark Murphy say? He's an
complicated fellas.
Russ is not complicated. He is a simple man. Aaron Rodgers, complicated. They are both weird. They are just weird dudes in opposite ends of the spectrum. They will rub you the wrong way in different ways. But Russ was never like an asshole.
He was not malicious or anything like that.
No, he played poorly. It didn't work out. So I root for him to do well in Pittsburgh. I'm happy he chose Denver. It's when a guy who's had as much success as he's had in the league, it's like, I want to go to that team. You like it. You're like, oh yeah, we're getting a cool quarterback. Not a cool quarterback. He's never been cool. We're getting a good quarterback. And then he just wasn't good. So, I hope he gets another win. And this is a winnable game. The Giants have one thing working for them right now, and it's Dexter Lawrence. But is he even playing? He was missing practice this
The
week.
Giants got run over by Saquon last week. You know,
Yeah.
the Steelers are able, I think the Steelers win this game regardless, but you know, they're able to establish the run on this Giants team, then it's game over, man. It's game over. But if the Giants are able to get pressure on Russ, then maybe, you know, we got a shot here. Maybe we have a game. Maybe.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right. So we're pretty much in agreement all the way down, I think.
Yep. Oh, what did I take? I only took the Jags over the Packers, and you took the Bills, right?
I did take the Bills, yeah.
Yeah, that's the smart move.
Yeah, right now I'm 64-43.
Oh, what am I?
Not too bad. I think you got 58, so we're not too far off.
59-48.
There you go. There's someone in my league. Allen is 80-27 in my league.
Damn, Allen.
Wild.
You've been looking in my butthole?
Mm-hmm. Rachel, a shirt needs to be made.
You've been looking in my butthole?
It's just the opening of like the Dune sandworm.
Yeah.
Like, there's teeth back there. It's like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So
all your dreams can come true. The caveat, you've got to look into his butthole.
So wait a minute. So does Jess know about your clairvoyant butthole?
No, this was just something that happened today during GPS. This is brand new to everybody. We're all digesting this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's FPS. That's the one. That's the one. It's a popcorn bucket. You just reach in, you grab your popcorn.
That Dune bucket. Oh my God. Have mercy. Have mercy.
Pardo, what do you got coming out today, buddy?
I am going to drop a new powerless rankings.
Ooh.
So,
all right.
Another one about the bad teams, and then we've got the injury kind of messed it up. We've got a Watson episode coming out tomorrow. Should be good, but anyway,
that's fair.
Tommy, what you got?
I think I'm doing a skit today for Amazon. I just have to see if I have time. I have to record this like massive video. I'm doing this Packers video that I'm trying to get done. I wrote it all out yesterday. It's like 5 pages long.
Ooh.
It's the worst Packers losses. So I'm still working on that. So I wrote it all, but
there you go.
Hey, appreciate you, Nick. Let's go. Go Pack, go. So that Friday night Q&A tonight, obviously, and then I'll be streaming at least 2 games on Sunday. We'll be rocking and rolling with that. You gonna watch any more Coach this weekend, Perna?
Yeah, I might watch more today when I'm working my body.
Oh, you're gonna see the night. That's the horror episode.
I recommend Coach for anybody who hasn't watched it. You have my blessing.
So I was talking to the GF yesterday. When you texted me that, I felt so happy because I was like, I thought you were going to hate it. I was like, oh, this man, I don't know if he's going to enjoy it. But the fact that you clip it and share it forever. The fact that you got through season 1 and you were like,
yeah,
that's a good sign. That's a good sign. All right. So people were asking though, is it just season 3 you're streaming?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the second question is, are you going to watch the sagas? Because you're about to come to a decision point.
No, after I'm going Coach all the way through.
It's not the 24 hours then.
I know. That's fine. I'll figure it out as I go along.
That's what I want to see. That like I literally texted that to Perna yesterday, and I also talked to him this morning. Like that's the episode I want him to see from this season.
I'm excited.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. If I go through Coach and then I'm like, okay, I feel like I need to watch the sagas, I will. Watching it's no longer feels like a punishment because it's enjoyable. So thank you guys for paying me to watch something that I didn't know was maybe Tom's best work. It's different. It's unique. It's creative. There's solid writing. There's good storytelling. It's a little odd. I love it all. But it's like it's the work of a madman, and
yes.
I'm always going to appreciate that.
That's true. I mean, you are.
And
in the West
it's
Side.
nice to watch something. I think my thought was it was going to be so much about the NFL And I'm like, I just don't need to hear more shit about football. Like, I get so much of it, and it's NFL adjacent.
Oh yeah,
So,
Coach really gets far away from football.
It would be far worse if I had to watch old Power Rankings episodes. You know what I mean? Like, who cares what the freaking Bears were doing week 3 of 2021 or something?
So that's what I'm saying. So the sagas, like Coach season 1 and 2, obviously that's before I need the sagas. Once you start like getting into the sagas are very good. Like I'm just good. They are football adjacent, obviously, because they're based off of like what's going on, but they're good. And then those characters appear in Coach later on. So you might get a little lost later without watching.
I'll pick it up. But then if I got to go back to the sagas, I will.
I'm so happy. Do you know how long I've been waiting for this?
Yeah.
And now Perna's actually enjoying it.
Yeah, and I'll stream it on the GPS Clips channel. So make sure you subscribe to the GPS Clips channel. And we'll do it it'll be a fundraiser as well. So like when I'm streaming it, any donos will go to a charity. So it'll all be good shit. And I will actually have commentary and takeaways. So we'll do it.
So then you got to watch. All right. So man, season 3 is excellent. Season 3 is excellent. Season 4 is like, season 4 is potentially like.
Let's slow the roll there on it. I'll be the judge of what's excellent.
If you liked, like the fact that you liked season 1 so much, I could not be happier because I was expecting like, oh yeah, it was all right. It was pretty solid. Oh, Jesse.
Don't worry. I will make it known when I'm streaming. We'll promote it Monday and Wednesday on GPS here. We'll make sure you guys get in there to watch along with me.
You're also in the West Saga, so
yeah. We'll see. We'll see where I go from there. It's fluid at this point.
That's true. But folks, we appreciate the hell out of you. I'll see you later tonight for Q&A. Hey, that's right.
Bam.
Just hear my voice lulling you to sleep. But thank you so much for watching. We'll be back on Monday with another episode of GPS. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. Thank you so much for watching, and you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination.
Oh, no, I didn't see it. There was a face mask last night?